they definitely won't give you good advice because they don't believe or they do not have good morals. So at most, look at the families that you want to marry into. Look at them. Will you, because the other thing is, at one point you would want to bring your children for the school holidays to stay with their granny, to stay with their auntie, to stay with their uncle. And their uncle is that womanizing uncle who is always beating his wife, who is coming home drunk, are you gonna be sending your children to those kinds of people? At your in-laws' house, there's a shabin, or the mom is bringing in various boyfriends. Are you gonna be sending your kids to that place for holidays? Or is that place where they believe in traditional healers or spiritual healers, and every Friday the spiritualist comes to cleanse the house or whatever? Are you going to be sending your children to that place? Hell no. You will start saying, no, my kids can't come for the holidays there. And that will brew very big, gigantic conflict. And obviously, them 6 against you on your own, you definitely will not win the war. You will eventually part ways with your husband. So look at the family that you are marrying into. What are their values? What is it that they believe in? What are their habits? How is their behavior? How is their morality? Their spirituality? Do they possess the same values that I have, or that I would want to instill in my children? If not, run for your dear life. Run. And also, you hear even when they are talking. As for me, I'll tell you about my story. I think I told you earlier when I was introducing the channel that my dad wasn't working most of the time. He would stay at home and take care of us. My mom was working, but not even one day did they fight. I don't remember them fighting, not even one day. Up to now, they may quarrel. They do quarrel a lot. Woo! They quarrel a lot, especially my mom. She's the one who starts the verbal fights. But they are very happy. After about 40 years of marriage, they are very happy and very okay. Because they have made a decision. My mom was very sick at one time. She had a terrible mental illness and stuff, and things were not good. And my dad would tell me, I will never, even now he says it, I will never divorce your mom. Never, ever, ever. Because I myself was raised by a stepmom or whatever. So I don't want my children to be raised by stepmothers. I know how it feels to grow without your mother. So I never wanted any of you four children of mine to be away from your mother. That's why I kept your mom. I will still keep your mom until amen. So it means that all 4 of us grow up with the same values. That when people are married, they are married for better or for worse. They are married for life. My mom was ill, and even now she's still ill. She has got a terrible backache and she's bedridden most of the time. But they're still good with my dad. Because they promised to love each other until death do them apart. So when you are also looking for a life partner, you have someone who's going to stay with you or stick with you until the end of time. Not when you are run over by a car and one leg is now amputated. You are now a cripple. They will start running away from you. They will start leaving you. Because honestly speaking, life happens. We don't remain as healthy and as fit as we are. One day we'll lose this arm. We'll lose one eye. We'll lose the nose. We have a stomach bag where poo will be coming out through the tummy. We are going to have gangrene. or breast cancer where pus will be coming out of the breast. We are going to have whatever. Sickness does come to people. Even good people, even if you are very prayerful, you're a Christian, sickness will still come to you. It will still come to you. But what you need is a very supporting husband or wife, a loving husband, a loving wife who is going to stick with you through thick and thin. So it is very, very important to open your eyes, open them wide when you are looking for a life partner. Just like what I told you, that they are coming to see you and you do not have that shiny glass shoe that you usually put on, you're putting on your torn shoes. They are now so shy of walking around with you. They, that alone will show that when you no longer have those legs, they will run away and they'll be shy of walking with you. So family values, how they were raised, what is it that they believe in? But most of our young people, they make the mistake of looking at someone's body, the external body, like the breast, the hips, the folds of the hair, this other mustache, whatever, big muscles, But that does not guarantee a happy marriage. That will only end in tears. So I have a checklist which looks at proper things and actual and feasible things. And these values, you also be able to find out what he believes in, even during discussions. When we have money, what is it that you're supposed to buy first? Should we buy a car? Should we go for a holiday? If we're to win 1,000 today, or should we deposit a stand? We need to go out, we fly to Victoria Falls, we spend the night in the hotel. No. I cannot be with such a person who thinks about flamboyance, glamour and glitz. No. I'd rather be with someone who says when we get 1,000, we buy 2 cows, we buy 4 goats, we buy 4 chickens, we build a round hut, we start investing, we start buying our plows and whatever, we start growing tomatoes and whatever. But people do not want such type of people who talk of building round huts and buying cattle. They don't. They want people who say we'll fly to Paris, we go to Disney, we go to whatever. See the Eiffel Tower, spend a romantic getaway. No. So even as you discuss your own values and be able to see, am I going to be able to stick with this kind of person? Do they believe in the same things that I believe in? Because having those different beliefs is the thing which is going to make you separate. All right, if we have a baby, who is going to name the child? What name are we going to give them? We are going to name the child after my mother. If you're okay with it, fine. But if you're not okay with it, you tell him, no, I think we should give them our own name, and you hear his response. Another person will even say, I don't even want to hear anything negative about my mother. The child will get my mother's name, finish and clear. What I say goes. No one disputes that. At the slightest thing, he says, oh, you hate my mother. Oh, you don't like my family. Just playing victim. It means we have those same fights every day until you divorce. So it's very, very important to pay attention to detail. You will see that from all these things that I've listed, there's no sex, there's no sleeping together. But many people now are getting married based on the fact that they slept together and they are sexually attracted to each other, or that other person is so good in bed. They'll get a time when you cannot sleep together, either because of age, because of long distance, like someone is working in Malawi, someone is working in Botswana, or someone is wherever. Is your marriage going to be able to withstand those pressures of long distance? Is your marriage going to withstand those pressures of celibacy or lack of intimacy or whatever? Some, because they've slept together, they'll end up being pregnant. And because you're now pregnant, you are just forced to take the girl, even if you don't love her. You are just forced to go and stay with that guy, even before you have known him for a long time, even though you know he has got some traits that you disagree with. So sleeping with someone before you get married is very disastrous. Never put sex as part of a criteria of choosing a life partner. Never. There are more important things to look at. There are more important parameters in the indicators to look for, which are not even sex. So our young generation, our children, are getting it all wrong and all mixed up. That is why you see some clever boys. They'll sleep with you, no matter how good or how beautiful you are. They'll still not marry you. They'll go and marry someone that they've not slept with, who is even not as good looking as you are. But because that girl has got good morals and values that the guy wants, you start to think, okay, now I'm preempting my other session. Let me just keep quiet and end it here. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel or to the vlog so that I can continue making more content and continue sharing with you such life nuggets. Of course, I'm a Christian, but I'll be trying to lay these facts from a neutral perspective, which applies to our day-to-day life. Of course, I'll get to a point where I'll be using the Bible as reference, but initially I'll try to use the context, of what we are living in every day, what we can see every day, what we are going through every day, so that each one of us can relate, irregardless of our religious affiliation. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, that's Esther signing out. Ciao. Bye.